Now, speaking of that high altitude, let me step out and share some numbers with you, performance numbers. Actually, before we talk about the numbers, some really neat features I should share about the TBM. You see the cut window size here? Not too big, not too small, but I love the design of the square shape here. But also, look at that. You do have an emergency door right there. In case of an emergency, you can also get out of this airplane through that window there. And when you look at the length of this cabin, the closest airplane I like to compare the TBM to is the Piper M600. And if you stay tuned, first hit that subscribe button so you can get notification. But stay tuned, I'm going to talk to a TBM expert, and he's going to tell you some of the clear differences between a TBM and a Piper M series. Guys, if you're in the market for a turboprop right now, you want to watch that video. Okay, so let's get back to this one. Okay, so you have your exit door there. Now, in terms of performance, your useful load in this airplane, I'm going to use useful load more as payload because that's what really matters. Once you fill up your fuel tanks here and you're using Jet A, again, this is practically a jet because you have a turbine engine. When you fill up those tanks, you have a range of about 1,300 nautical miles and your payload is about 1,000 pounds. Now, just think about that for a second. As configured right now, this plane has 4 seats total. Standard is 6 seats. I think 1,000 pounds can fit 6 people, even with luggage. So 1,000 pounds payload, that's what set this airplane apart, honestly, when you think about any other turboprop in the market. So 1,300 nautical miles, if your bladder can take it, and then you have 1,000 pounds of payload once the fuel is filled up. Now, your performance, TBMs are well known for speed. That's why a lot of owners flock towards this airplane compared to, say, the M600 or even the Pilatus. TBMs are faster. And your normal cruise in this airplane, as a matter of fact, we just flew here from Atlanta, Georgia, and we were about 15,000 feet. And at that, we were cruising at 270 knots. True. Doing about 255 on the ground. Now, if we went higher, the sweet spot for this airplane, the 900 series, is between 28 and 31,000 feet. And at that, you'd be looking at north of 300 knots.